And welcome back. This has got another series of the round of 32. This time we got Glass from his perspective against JohnSmith.
Both are very good players. I believe Glass played in the last event, but I'm not sure if John did.
John definitely did
Oh, he did?
cast one of his games,
Oh,
yeah.
excellent. So we get to watch John versus Glass. So Glass brought Lionar and Magmar. So do you want to delve a little bit into those?
Yeah, this Lion deck looks pretty tempo. Got some tools for the late game, Archon, but mostly it looks like they're just planning to boss the mid game, and they've got that Lightbender we were mentioning in the last round.
Mm-hmm.
See if that comes up any trumps.
Yeah. Also just like it's Ironcliff Divine Bond, just the OG. You're screwed. Don't answer this. You're dead. So
Yeah, I've seen a few people like not running that because of how good Nightslayer Assassin is, but they've got a couple of other targets to bond as well. So
well, the nice thing is you know your opponent has that card if they're playing Abyssian. So like you know the card is safe. That's probably why they only have two. You know the card is safe against other decks, but you don't want to bring a full suite of them to an Abyssian matchup. But Bond has other targets. You can hit the blades and the Archon and it still does heavy damage.
and then the Magma deck. Some yeah, another sort of mid-range brew, just with plenty of flexibility, a couple of answers, a couple of twin fangs.
Yeah, like the inclusion of the elucidator with the dire tide. I haven't really seen much of that used, at least my personal experiences on the ladder or cast it as I see everyone's deck list. But dire tide is not something I have seen yet, so look forward to seeing if that becomes a play. I don't know what they're playing these first two matches, so it'd be nice to see that. But we got John Smith's deck. So unless you, sorry, you want to delve a little bit into the Magmar deck?
No, no.
No. Okay. So we can go into John Smith's deck. You mentioned that you love his decks. So do you want to go a little bit into
Yeah,
this?
well, just like the second before we started recording, I just like brought them. I was like, oh, I like these because I think this like fatigue liner is quite strong. I think it's probably something we're going to see more of in the future. And he's got a couple of cheeky cards like Decimate and a single Divine Bond, so that'll keep Glass on their toes. And obviously, I'm a bit of a Songhai player, so anyone who brings Songhai is going to make me happy.
Yeah, there were actually surprisingly not a lot of Songhai players in the event. So I think I expect them to be in like best of ones, but in best of threes, people see that you're playing like a burn deck, uh, then they would hopefully have a deck that covers overabundant healing, and the Lionar deck seem to like we were talking about John Smith's Lionar deck, and like it's a fatigue deck, but I've seen decks that go even harder into fatigue, and I feel like a lot of them hinge around martyrdom because it's such a powerful card.
Absolutely. Yeah, like Songhai's been a bit of a terror on ladder, like I see people complain about occasionally. But if you want to beat Songhai, like I'm pretty sure like this deck, the John Smith's Lionheart deck, just like cannot lose to it. Like you're running three rejuvenators, three mystics, three archons, and two sundrop elixirs. So like that's just so much healing.
Yeah, and I just find it funny. It looks like one deck just destroys the other deck, like it's built to beat the other deck because he's like, this is what I lose to if I play this deck.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because Glass has got sort of two similar decks, whereas John Smith's gone like two complete opposites of the spectrum, which I think might be a more powerful thing in this format. I don't quite know.
Yep, it is, but it's only good on the first match, in my opinion. So,
Mm,
it's just a threat. It's like, oh, it exists, but then once you win a match, you're locked into it, so your opponent can counter your pick. But
right.
the Songhai deck just looks like a standard Heaven's Eclipse deck. Everything running threes and it's got a Blood Rage Mass. There's no, is there any tech card that you see in this that's not normally run in I wouldn't say this is pure spell high because there's no 8 gates, but this is spell high, right? This is just
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. So
There's conspicuously no 4-winds Magi, so their high end is really relying on that Heaven's Eclipse, but it shouldn't be a problem.
yep, Chakra Avatar. It's their go-to, but just straight up hitting the face. So they'll always have plays to make, especially after the Heaven's Eclipse. They'll still be able to spam spells. So
Yep.
now that does hinge on the artifact staying. So we do see that Glass's Magmar deck does have the Rust Crawler to deal with that. So knowing this, will that be their pick going into it? Be like, well, the Crawler will do well against your Mask and your Regalia, so I'd probably want to play that.
Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. It's Lionel Mirror.
Ooh. So I'm just gonna go for a direct comparison between the two decks.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure, but my feeling is that the Fatigue would probably be slightly favored than the mid range, but I guess we'll learn by seeing.
Wow. Also just tempoing out the Rustclaw, not actually caring about Regalia played. I guess it's like that was the only card they could play. They want to accelerate to 4, so what are they going to do on 4?
Yeah, even if you are a slow deck like that,
Oh.
you still need tempo in the other game.
Oh, well, that's some good tempo right there. Denying the tiles
no
and
mana for
dispelling.
you.
Nice follow-up by Glasso, able to quickly remove what was played and still protect their Silver Guard.
Yeah, the Lightbender obviously don't have a huge body, but just preventing like your more tempo-oriented opponent's deck from securing that early mana and tempo is pretty nice. And, you got some removal out of them as well.
Okay, well, here comes the Regalia. So just saying, yep, you're playing minions away from me. I can put this on reasonably. You don't have like any way, no blood tears or anything like that to remove it. They again, open deck tournament. Everyone can see what you're playing, so you can make plays based off of, hey, they don't have like multiple pings to get rid of this. So I do like the follow-up turn by JohnSmith, though. I don't really care about the Regalia.
Yeah, well, when you can't kill it, don't try to kill it and deal with what you can deal with.
Just get rid of those minions. So speaking of the blood tier, Glass does play that, though.
Yeah, I think blood tier is still good. Even like, obviously, I'm used to mostly costing 1 mana, but I found like sometimes your opponent's like early 2/3s can like overwhelm you. You get like sent into tempo hell, but blood tier can kind of dig you out of that. Like when their 2/3s and 3/3s are banging on your door.
Yeah,
it just clears them off without fuss.
Yeah, the only other card that can really like do that would be Frostbone Naga, and I've seen a couple of players mess around with it, but actually, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I think it might be good in something like what Glass is playing. But using the other was it Sunstone Templar that gives you airdrop, so you can just literally airdrop a Naga anywhere, but don't need to airdrop when you just slap a Primus in the face and Holy Immolate it. So John quickly at 11.
Yeah, so a lot of damage coming down, but we know John does have loads and loads of healing in his deck.
Yep. Play it slow, but need to deal with the armor though.
Definitely, yeah. See if they have anything, because Glass is like the rest of the hand isn't like super aggro. Like they don't have a way to quickly deal 9 extra damage or so. They need to preserve their board and use their board to get their damage in.
Yeah, I would like to see Punch Face Immolate feel really good, but John's got a 6-drop maybe.
Yeah, Archon would be pretty good.
Yeah. Nope.
Not bad either.
The answer. That's definitely good though. And the heal onto the Dancing Blades. Nice. They don't even care. They're at 11. They're like, well, I'm good at this.
Yeah.
I'll heal later, man.
Yeah, that's like the nice thing about having like so much healing is it's there. You've got like this safety blanket and keeping this like dancing blades protecting like Glass from getting towards you. You don't want him to get towards you. You'll save more value in the long run just by keeping them away.
Yep.
I don't know what Glass is going to do. Yeah, the Bond has to go. Probably going to see a Silverguard Knight come out. Maybe you can buff it up with the Primus Fist.
So may want to just drop minions and just, yeah. It's one of those churns. Like can't deal with your board, so this is it. I mean, we see Glass's hands. No spells to support removal. No, that would be nice to have the Iron Cliff, but JohnSmith's got martyrdoms to deal with that.
Maybe that's part of the reasoning sort of for why they're just happy to hit into that Dancing Blades. Like they're gonna need to kill it eventually, and you know your opponent's running martyrdoms, so health might not be the biggest concern. Yeah.
Free heal. That puts John on 5.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see them not clear up this Primus Fist with their face and the Healing Mystic and send the Dancing Blades into the Glasses Healing Mystic. Maybe they have a plan. Oh, they have a plan.
Yeah, they have. They just have another Blades.
Yeah, it feels pretty good for John. Not so good for Glass.
Strong turn. Again, see Glass's hand. Nothing to deal with all of this.
Yeah, when you fall behind on board like this is when you would really want a Tempest, which she is running, but just hasn't materialized.
Yeah. So 8 mana, so can definitely well, actually, I love where the Dancing Blades is and where John ended up being. So even if like Ironcliff is thrown up in the corner, the Dancing Blades can actually help removal.
Yeah. Maybe if they did put the Dancing Blades up in that corner, they could find a way to protect it with the Arclight Sentinel and like kill the Healing Mystic with that in a general hit. No, even then it's not enough. Yeah.
Oh, this remove 2 cards. Play 2. Got the armor up now, but only 1 minion on the board for Glass. Because John's always had the good amount of minions on the board. And now I feel like we're getting to that good churn of high mana where we're going to start seeing Archons drop.
Yeah, once Fatigue's sort of a high mana, they're in their comfort zone because they can, start pumping out the heals as well as, some of their threats.
Oh, well, that's an interesting threat right there, but just throwing it out there and just healing up, so not even thinking about suiciding it in to be a 5/12 general. They're like, nope, this is just a 5/12 threat.
Yep, no, it's totally fine. Like, time's on your side, so there's no need to rush. Is he running 2 or 3 Zers? He's running only 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like absolutely, no reason to, risk that, they might have a Dispel or something. Is Glass running Dispel? He's still got another Lightbender, right?
Yeah. Got the same.
Oh, he's got one in hand even.
Yeah, he's got one in hand.
So I haven't tried to look away from
no, it's fine. It's the one in hand's the last one though.
Right.
No, never mind. John played a Lightbender, so no. It's interesting to look at and see that they're both just playing 2 of that card.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to see Glass try and make an attempt to sort of dent JohnSmith's cumulative life total, and they can absolutely hold this Lightbender back for maybe, just maybe, they Surprised why JohnSmith thinks they're going to be safe, but I doubt they'd make that mistake.
Oh my god, that's so dirty.
Yep, Alcin can steal your opponent's spells as well.
Oh man.
I think that lets them clear off the Regalia, so that's really, really nice.
Yeah, that's a sick play right there. Oh,
And even elixiring there.
I love that.
That's like really smart because, you know, of course it does, you know, sort of you feel like your life total, but even more than that, it just sort of makes me think, oh, what if he has that Divine Bond? Just keeping that minion hale and hearty is a big deal.
Oh, he plays one of Divine Bond too. Love it. Always gotta be worried about that.
It keeps it above 4 HP for safety against simulation as well. Yeah, just really nice Sundrop elixir there. Yeah, I don't know. Baby Glass's sort of last hope is that this Iron Cliff can do something.
No.
I don't really know.
Can't. Wouldn't Blades emulate? That's 9,
Yeah,
right?
you could do that and get the full clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Have to with general as well.
No, I would do the full clear. I guess he just doesn't want a full clear because the full clear would just be like, hey, I got I got 6 health out of that. Thanks. Just get some martyrdoms.
Yeah, I think they're being really patient with the immolation to try and now that the Zoo is dispelled, try and get like a really, really big one from like 3 units or something.
But John stole an Immolate. It wasn't even from it, like Warmaster gave it to him. So I would be like, he's gonna just do it again this turn and it's just gonna feel bad.
Yeah, that is true. If this Zoo got a Holy Emotion, that would really, really suck.
Well, looking to kill the Bender, getting revenge. Card is muted, but it still lives.
Yeah, now that it is dispelled, you probably care about it surviving a bit less, so... And, you know, it's nice that the Bender came out in, like, a sort of plenty of time for you to react that your Zir is dispelled, and you're like, oh, crap, I really need my Zir to survive. I was planning on it living.
Oh. Well, patience good for glass, so we'll be able to at least use Divine Bond if they want to, but it's accelerated out. So
the players to Divine Bond the Archon and then Suicide in.
Yeah. You gotta do it when you have a 0 out on the board because you're just like, I really just want to be 0.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the Masterstone come out here, but Glass probably really doesn't want to. He really doesn't want to give JohnSmith 9 extra HP, but I kind of think you have to.
Well...
Wow. I don't know why you're playing Masterstone if you're not playing it to Masterstone Archons. I mean...
just really doesn't want him to have health.
Yeah, I guess they've decided that they can't win on board. They're going to try and finish with damage, but I don't think it's going to work. We're going to see the Dancing Blades trade in and Glass hit Archon as well. Or is he going to hope that the Silver Guard finishes?
I'd man up and get rid of it. I hate leaving a minion against Lionar because I always fear the punch Immolate, and I'm just like, oh, the damage I put in was just wasted. Bender right there. It looks like that was a quick holy immolation too. Saw how fast it snapped right up there, and well, that's what we were worried about, and that's what happens.